the back straight, means the upper part of the body straight, and to not push on the spine, like bringing the stomach front. No, try to have it straight and relax, because it's very helpful to have the tsa. So important when you do this practice to have the tsa totally straight, so the central channel and the two side channel. And we start from the left side. Okay, so we'll start with simply bring awareness of the feeling of the body, the contact with the floor, with the cushion, maybe the feeling of the weight of the body. You can close your eyes if you wish. That can be helpful if you want to be more in contact with the inner feeling of the body. Feel the weight or the gravitation is attracting us to the center of the earth, and at that time all the support is welcoming us, supporting us. And slowly become aware of the physical movement of the breathing. Just becoming aware how the body wishes to breathe right now, by itself. Maybe it is short, maybe it's long, maybe it's deep, maybe it's shallow. Just follow this movement and try to observe if there is any control or an attitude to survey the movement, or if you can just be aware of it and let it be as it is. And slowly let your awareness, your attention, your mindfulness start to spread in within the body. For example, when you breathe in, start to spread, and when you breathe out, you just settle and spread again and settle until you totally feel your body. And slowly becoming aware of all the sensations in the body, the pleasant one, the unpleasant one, the neutral one, doesn't matter. And I invite you to start to find one sensation which is very clear for you, and try to observe if there is any center. Can you find the center of this sensation? Don't intellectualize it, just find it, look for it. And then I'll try to find if there is a frontier, a periphery, a limit to this sensation, a very clear limit where there is a space where you know here's the sensation, here's the end of the sensation, and this is no sensation or something else. Try to figure out by your mindfulness through being aware. And now let the awareness go back to the global experience of the body, the entire experience of the body. And we try to have this open consciousness, where the experience of the body, the experience of the breathing, which is also a body sensation, can take place freely, without control, without manipulation. And in this experience, we'll bring as well the senses, the capacity to hear, to see, to smell, to taste, to touch. It's not about becoming aware of all the sound, but bringing the capacity, the, let's say, hearing consciousness, or the capacity to hear in the experience of mindfulness, the capacity to see in the experience of mindfulness. And then slowly we bring the awareness of the mind, of what is happening in our mind. Thoughts, mental images, moods, emotions. We just try to be present in the experience of perceiving, of being aware of the mind events. a bit like a spectator when you are sitting and watching a landscape. You're not trying to be aware of every single grass, every single leaves, rock, birds, clouds. No, you just are watching the landscape as it is. And started to realize that you are part of the landscape as well. So we are mindful of the mind at the same time we know we are part of it, of the experience. If you perceive that you have been carried away by your thoughts, just see what is happening. Don't try to reject it. It just happened. But now you're already back. There's no need to do more than that. And do not create an artificial distance between you and the thoughts and the mental images. No, no need. This artificial distance is already a thought. It's already a concept. And just now come back to this open awareness of the body, the breathing, the senses, and the mind. We have a bigger landscape now of all our human experience. It's like this open awareness is containing all those experiences. Everything can appear freely, can be freely. We can be generous. Give them the space to be. And yet we are part of it. We are part of the landscape. When we let thoughts be, they dissolve by themselves. We don't have to do something. By their own true nature, they dissolve by themselves. We don't have to try to control something or apply a method. And that's the image of the awareness, this awareness of the mind, awareness of the body, awareness of the sense perception, of the breathing. It's like a mirror, meaning that the mirror, if you move it, things reflect on it, but it doesn't keep any trace of what was reflecting before. As soon as it is out of the the scope of the mirror, it disappears. The same. If we let thoughts be, they disappear. If you observe the body sensation is constantly in changes, constantly in movement. It's never solid, static. It's dynamic. The same with the sense perception, the same with the breathing. And then we'll bring the awareness on the level of the heart chakra. Like the source of the awareness is not in the mind, it's not the brain, but it's in the heart chakra. It's like we bring down the awareness and start to be aware from the heart chakra. And if it's too vague for you, you can start to use a method like having the Samantabhadra, the primordial Buddha, or Dorje Chang, or Go Rinpoche, or Milarepa, or Yeshe Chogyal, or Tara, or Chenrezi in your heart chakra, or Manjushri, for example. Knowing that this is the nature of your mind, this is the awareness, and just stay there. And remember, it's nothing serious, it's just meditation. There's nothing serious about it. Everything can be. We don't try to control, to manipulate. Don't try to bring more concept, more ideas. What's happening when you totally let go, totally relax, deeply inside? Every thought, every sensation, every experience which appear can disappear by themselves because they are empty by nature. And the awareness of those events, if you go to look at it, it's also empty. There's nothing. You cannot find something. And yet it has all this quality of awareness, clarity. Totally relax. Deeply relax the body, deeply relax the mind. Nothing to do. There's nothing to achieve. And then, while keeping the posture, stop meditating. Stop doing anything. Forget about meditation totally. Like you have never heard about it. You're just sitting there, purposely, without any purpose, without any goal, just sitting. Stop meditating. You don't care about mind, you don't care about Shine, you don't care about all this. And then slowly come back in a very simple way, very easy way. Don't try to block anything, don't try to block your senses, block the mind. Let everything open and relax. From time to time, you can remind yourself that the nature of all these thoughts, the nature of the mind, the nature of the one aware, all of this is the Buddha nature. All the Pure Lands, all the gurus are there. Don't create an artificial idea about this, just as information. Then we'll come back on the movement of the breathing. The experience of the physical movement of the breathing. Then we'll take a deep breath. Hold a little bit. And exhale. Relax everything. And we arrive at the end of this short meditation.